Welcome back. We've all seen what's been going on, people fleeing Ukraine to countries all around Eastern Europe. Poland now with over 1 million, just in Poland, over 1 million Ukrainian refugees now. But a really interesting story about a Montrealer, and I'm sure there are others who have been there and had to come home, but this is a little bit different. A Montrealer was over in Ukraine playing hockey because there are professional hockey leagues, of course, in Europe. He was good enough to be playing there, and he was playing when the conflict broke out. Now, he has since managed to get home to Montreal to see his family. He's on the line right now. This is ELIEZER SHERBATOV. ELIEZER, thanks for being here.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
So can you start off by explaining how does one end up playing pro hockey in Ukraine?
Well, as a professional hockey player that played across Europe for the past 10 years, I received a call from the team's manager, and they offered me a good contract that I couldn't refuse, so I signed there. Especially during COVID times, there's leagues I wouldn't be playing, there's leagues that played. So Ukraine was playing, so they gave me a nice contract.
So you decided to go. Obviously, when you decided to go, everything seemed fairly normal. How long were you there before you realized what was going on, before the invasion happened?
I've been there since the 1st of August. But everything was fine until 5 a.m. the 24th, when the bombing started.
Okay, and you were in which town, by the way? We should tell people where you were. You were in Mariupol?
No, I was 200 kilometers north of Mariupol. It's still in Donetsk Oblast. It's still the most dangerous place is Mariupol and Kramatorsk, and our team was playing there. So we had to sleep the 23rd, and the 24th we were playing.
And you woke up, and what was that like? Tell us about when the war started. What was that moment like for you?
It's just bombing. It's just the right hundreds, like a couple of hundreds, not kilometers, but meters away from that your building is shaking. The light is going through your window, and the first bombing, you wake up, you just don't understand what's happening. You have a game tonight. And then the second and third, and then things are shaking. That's when you understand that.
And up until then, I mean, were there air raid sirens? Did you have bomb shelters that you knew about to go to? How were you prepared?
No, prepared for what? We have everybody needs to understand that we have Russians in our team. We have Belarusians. We have people living that literally comes from Russia, and nobody knew. Yes, they had some tanks across, but this is like a normal thing for Putin. Our president of the league is high placed in the government. He's a Ukrainian oligarch, and he didn't tell us nothing. He would be the first to evacuate us, but nothing. So the war just started out of the blue.
All right, so the war starts. You're describing the bombs that are going off. You really don't know what's going on. How long till you realize you got to get the hell out of there, and how hard was that to do?
In the morning, we receive a message that we have a team meeting at breakfast, and coach says, "This is the moment I understood, like, war has started." He says, "Well, gentlemen, war has started. I would suggest you to stay put. But if you want to leave, that's your choice." But he said that, like, if you leave, you're gonna die for sure. That type of voice. So this is when I started to be stressed, because you don't know what to do. That's why I started to call the Canadian government, my father, and yeah.
And
oh my gosh.
What happened at that point? Yeah.
You got one of the last train tickets, I understand.
Yeah, so I didn't get help from our government. So I received a call from the Israeli embassy that they were waiting for me in Lvov. It's 1,200 kilometers across Ukraine to Lvov, and they were the only train ticket left from Druzhkovka to Lvov, and they gave it to me. I reserved it and found the ticket.
But I'm curious, you said you contacted the Canadian embassy, but you didn't hear from them. You heard from the Israeli embassy first before you heard from the Canadian embassy?
No, the Canadian embassy didn't answer me. They
At
just
all?
gave me automatic response, the
voicemail.
The voice, I don't know how it's called. And I sent them an email saying, I need help. I'm scared. I'm in the Donetsk Oblast, right in the middle of the war. Please help me. And they sent me an automatic reply, go to a bomb shelter. But if I would have been to a bomb shelter and I would listen to that, I would still be there with no answers to my family, because my friends are still, it's been 6 days, I don't have any answers from them.
Oh, no.
So,
Well, I understand that not everybody got on the train, right? Some of your teammates, you were at that point made aware that the trains were being possibly targeted?
Yes. So what happened is that me and a Latvian hockey player from Kramatorsk and our doctor decided to take the train, and because the Russians wouldn't go to the west, they would get killed. Russians and Belarusians would stay put because they're in between. They're getting bombed by their own people, and if they go west, well, they're gonna get shot by Ukrainians. So we were 4 to get on the train, and my teammate received a call, and the military person, a real military person from Mariupol, says, and she's crying on the phone. She says, the trains are getting gunned down. Don't go on that train. You will die. And then my teammate looks at me and says, hey, man, I'm not going, but I don't want to die. And so he undresses and he doesn't go. So now I have to, have a choice to go to that train and getting shot at, or to stay put and getting killed by both armies. So it's like, it was a decision that I had to ask my dad. We spoke, and he helped me make the decision to take that train.
Wow. And, as you tell this story now, I'm sitting back and thinking to myself as I hear you recount this, just how calm you are now. You're kind of laughing about it in a sense that you managed to get out.
Well, I'm laughing because I'm stressed. My heart is my heart is pumping. When I'm laughing, when I'm stressed, I'm laughing.
Okay.
So it's my mechanism, but I'm not happy. I'm not happy right now. I have nightmares. The lights. It's any light. It hurts my eyes because of the light that came through that window that night. It was so bright that I was blind for like a minute or two. Mm-hmm. So my teammates are still there, so it's still not a happy situation.
Right.
You're not. We understand that you're not laughing. It's just that you're in shock over the whole situation, I'm sure. And now that you're back home, I understand. I mean, your wife and your kids must be so glad. And you met your baby for the first time. Yeah.
Well, my daughter, I was with her, but my baby boy, it's the first time I meet him. Yeah, the whole ride, you think, I'm never going to meet my son, how are they going to grow up without me, without their father? So, when I came in, there was so much emotion that it was just a special moment that I'm really glad that I'm lucky in a way that I'm with my kids, because one of my teammates is in Kramatorsk, and his wife is a Russian guy. His wife and his 3 kids are in Mariupol right now with no answer. So for me, to be happy with my kids, it's something special. But my teammates don't have the same chance.
Eliezer, I mean, no one can imagine what it must have been like for you. As you watch what goes on now every day, are you paying attention like you're watching on TV? Are you seeing all this in front of you? Do you think you will ever go back?
No. Well, to go back where? For what? I have not. Yeah, I left all my money. I lost all my money there. My laptop, my future payments, but that's lost forever. So there's nothing to go back.
Wow. I understand that you have written a book, and that will be coming out. It sounds to me like you have another book to write after what you've just lived through. Before we let you go, and we're just so glad that you're home safe and sound with your wife and your 2 kids. Tell us a bit about your book, My Left Skate.
Well, yeah, it's called My Left Skate. It's supposed to come out on fall 2022. We're supposed to finalize it now, but now the whole situation in Ukraine, so we're gonna put the chapter of Ukraine inside. So it's called My Left Skate. It's a biography written by Anna Rosner. She's a amazing writer. She wrote The Journeyman with Jamie Leach. So yeah, that's another situation where you're thinking, my book is out. Yeah, I'm not going to survive, but I have a book. It's like my last journal, my last chapter. So nobody forgets me. Everything was going through my head. That thing was going through my head when I was on the train talking about that book.
Wow.
As Natasha said, we're just happy that you were safe, that you're back here, that you get to be with your family, and obviously hope for the best for your friends, of course, who are still there, and for everybody in Ukraine now. Eliezer, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much, guys.
Eliezer Sherbatov, the Montreal hockey player who came home, lucky enough to get here.